I had a really fulfilling experience about a couple of weeks ago with my flatmate George because he wanted to do all these courses, like a course in cookery and some outdoorsy things and this and that, and it was just all a big jumble in his head. And he's like, it's just like I get in the mood, and then whenever I go to my dad's house, he's like, well, no one can do it for you, George. And when he expresses enthusiasm about doing another course, his dad's like, well, you should really do the cooking course first because that's vocational. And what I just did was I just sat down with him and I was like, right, let's look at all the courses that you want to do and write them out in order on a piece of paper, and then you can transfer them into your diary in order, when they're happening, what month, what date, how much they each cost, so that you can see it clearly in front of you. And then you can start making some decisions. And a couple of the courses clashed, but all of the ones that clashed were being ran more than once. So when we actually looked at the timetable for the year, it's technically possible for him to do every single one of these courses this year if he wants to. And we're talking in his room another time, and I was just like, yeah, I mean, like, if you do all these courses, it's going to be fucking sweet, you know? For the rest of your life, you'll be able to look back on this year and be like, wow, that was such a sweet year. I did all these courses and learned so much stuff. And he's like, I wish my dad spoke to me like that, because when you talk about it, you're like, it's enthusiastic. You're enthusiastic about it. Whereas when
Yeah.
he talks about it, he is trying to encourage me, but he's coming from this place of anxiety and fear. Like it would be a bad thing if I didn't do it, rather than, oh, it would be such an awesome thing if you did do it. And that taught me a lot, I guess, about something that we all missed out on in our childhood, which is instead of someone saying, oh, you're so lazy, or oh, you're so indecisive, like actually sitting down with you and helping you process the lack of clarity. Because everything that is unclear, everything that is nebulous and vague creates resistance, and
Yes.
everything that is clear is easier to act upon with purpose. And obviously, a lot of what I do in my coaching is help people get more clarity so they can take action with purpose. And I guess doing that with my friend George helped me highlight my need and everyone's need to be a better friend to each other. It's like, hey, you want to write a book? Cool. Why don't I sit down with you and you write down what happens in the first chapter and discuss it with me, and then I'll ask you some questions about the characters, and then you'll know more about them, and I'll ask you and actually be the coach for each other. Everyone, all your friends, like actually help one another meet our goals.